Hello, Amel. Thank you so much for saying yes, for having a little conversation.
Hello, Simon. It's always good to have a conversation, and I love having a conversation with you. And it's always in a back and either before a call or after a call, and it's so much fun. We open so much things together. So how does it get any better?
Yeah,
Thank
they're
you for
just,
having me.
thank you so much. Like, I love having conversations with weird people that are
Yeah.
just having different points of views and like exploring the world in a very different way. And you're one of these people in my life. And it's like, I cannot even say it's a people. You're one of these beings in my life that are just
Exactly.
different. And yeah, we had the other day, like you have a creation also. And I'm like, oh, wow, I have a similar thing, but very different. And we just thought like, let's explore it on a little life and just chat about it.
Totally, totally. And I saw your graphic, and your graphic just brought me this like this sense, this sense of like, I want to know more. But this heat coming up, and for people who didn't see her graphic, she have a creation. You have a yearly program coming, right?
Half year, six
Half
months.
year, 6 months. And it was interesting how much when you said weird, it's like now it's like from a space of acknowledgement, like weird from expansion, weird and happy, weird and you, weird and trusting your knowing.
Yeah.
And when I saw your graphic, that's one of the weird thing that I get used to hide that now I'm willing to look at, and it's like, oh wow, there is something here, and how much we sometimes have got this ping somewhere in our lives, but we don't just jump into, oh, what is here? If I got this goosebumps or space or this weird sensation in the body, so it's just and your graphic is fire, and the word transformation on it, transform and bodies, and for me it's like so relevant at the moment.
Yeah. So that's what I see. Like so many bodies, including mine, are showing things.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, like since weeks, I have like all good. And then the man with a hammer comes and it looks like I'm tired. I could just lay down and die basically. I'm like, wait, is it my body or am I having an awareness here? And or is there something asking of me? And my body's like, nick, nick, nick. And now I have the choice to lay down and sleep and let the energy pass, or go to questions and ask, okay, what can I be with this that others call tired? Or is the earth asking something of me, which we mostly ignore? Is there a lot of unconsciousness that I'm aware of? Okay, what can I be with it to transform it? Like we have tools, we have like, and sometimes it's, I mean, it can be all different flavors. It can be tiredness, others have stress or bruises, or the whole body goes to chaos, or there's a lot of shape you wanna maybe have different. Like we go so fast to the judgment of the body instead of a
Totally.
question with the body, and that's what I really want to transform. And what I also see what bodies show us is they show us a future of the earth. Like what if living on planet Earth will be very different in the future, and our bodies are kind of like the forefront already being that and giving us an awareness and maybe even co-creating with the earth. So
Totally. It's interesting. The word transform really kicked my like shaped my universe, because I like what I could perceive from your program, and there is also the aspect and the beauty of the commitment. You know, I've been like committing a little bit to just being asking question with my body instead of like jumping into conclusion, instead of like, I have pain, I stomach pain, or no, 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 I don't like this thing, instead of like just being present with it. And when you said transform, when I just get it, it's like, boom, we have this capacity to transform everything. If we don't make it relevant, if we don't judge it, if we don't conclude it, if we let this space, if we let this malleable playfulness that we could have with everything, especially with the body, is like the bodies are magical and are so receptive, and they're like very good teachers. So I wonder what's also about transforming, and what your body is showing you that you want to share with the world, because for sure it's showing up. You didn't choose it just like that. There is something that you know.
I mean, what I can just say is like, as I said, like I have the most amazing friends around the world, and a lot of them have body stuff going on, which is an awareness. And oftentimes, like there is intense pain where you're like, someone please help. And I love to jump on the phone and just ask questions as long or until we really find that space where things can become light. Because when there's intense pain, where is the lightness? That's not light. It's like, ugh. It's like all shrinking to something that's painful. But like really go to question, go to the chaos, have that really unravel to what is true. And like sometimes I'm really curious how much of the space we just shrink to pretend we're normal, and then it's hurting.
Exactly.
So, and yeah, and I'm kind of like a dog with a bone. Like I'm not giving it up until I'm there, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it your body is showing you that everyone have maybe already given up on, including you, that is now the time to really receive and get to the magic? That's what I'm also seeing. A lot of people go, what's wrong with, like, what's the problem? What's wrong with me? What's
I
wrong with
need
my
to
body?
fix.
Something's wrong. Instead, like, hey, what's right about this? What's magical here? Like, go to the full spectrum of receiving
Yeah.
what's there.
And the full spectrum of exploration, because usually it's hurt and we just want it to stop, or it's just uncomfortable and just want it, like, I want to change it now. But the gift of the process of changing it, the gift of the transformation, it's just magical. It's this journey when you grow up through the question, you expand, you just mature, you just get more aware, more conscious through this transformation. And I know you're my friend, and we talk sometimes, and it's just amazing. And I know that you have this joy of living, the joy of embodiment, and I see you blooming even more, like, through years. And I wonder what you can say about, like, the joy of embodiment.
It's so different for everyone, I would say. There's that's just like an ask and receive. And I have asked her, like, okay, what would it be like? And I have like named my year 2025 the year of pleasure, because I was in so much pain in the end of last year. I'm like, okay, I know this is a judgment to go to pain. I also could go to pleasure, but there's that commitment to always put it to the pain, to the suffer, and like, who am I being with this? And while I was listening to you, Amel, I could also see like, wow, that capacity to transform. No one is inviting you to that. That's nothing you can copy from your
Exactly.
surrounding. It's something you be. That's something you're capable of, and it's something only you can choose for you. And in this case, I want to invite people to just come together with their magical bodies. And I cannot wait for this to start, like what we actually can bring into existence when we come together and allow that magic to show up, and not going with the lies, which is dense, more going to what's true, that might be magical.
Yeah. And talking about the joy of embodiment is also the joy of having bodies surrounding you, and not necessarily physically, but when you have a bodies explorer, body from friend, like friends explorer with you. The beauty of it is, like, most of the time there is this reflection, or there is this, like, invitation and contribution that someone else can be for you, even if the topic is totally different, or the question or the facilitation is totally literally different. But most of the time, those, like, long, let's say long program, 6 months is its commitment, uh, really invite people to first commit with themselves and commit with transforming and changing something. But it's also this invitation to, wow, I'm allowing myself to receive from someone else, allowing myself to, oh, wow, this person had this issue, but for me, it's opening something totally different. And that's the beauty of it, also.
Totally. I love to come together in groups because it's never just one person, one body having one
Exactly.
thing. And someone asked me, can I just sign up for 1 month? And I said, no. If you already know you will cancel on your body after 1 month, please
Exactly.
don't
No
join.
need.
It's like really allowing you and your body come together in a very different way. And that's to me the joy of embodiment, that communion with being in body. Like I was asking the other day, I mean, what's your definition of success? In this world, it's money, it's like certain amounts of
Of
numbers
course.
somewhere. And then Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, for him is success if you change one person's life, you're a success, and that one person can be you. And then there's the question, how many beings and persons around you have you changed already by just showing up? And I was wondering, like, what is that for me? And the closest I can get so far, I keep asking, is really that creating that communion when beings and bodies are not separate anymore. Like you come in touch with you, and that might be something very different than you think you are. Like that question, like, who am I being? Someone give me the answers of me. That was like the journey of my life before Access. And then like meeting the tools of Access consciousness, like, oh, I don't have to be the answer. I don't have to have the answers for me. I
Yeah,
can be a question. Like, this is so easy.
exactly.
That's what I did my whole life. But I made myself so wrong for not being capable of answer, like being solid enough to give you, like, that's who I am. I don't know who I am. I will change in the next 5 minutes 20 times, and I
Totally.
cannot say that. But I guess a lot of us are like this, like that search for someone give me the answer that I know what's right or wrong with me, instead of like, oh, there is no right and wrong. It's a constant evolution in new energies,
Yes.
new spaces, new possibilities, but we are rarely acknowledged or invited to even go there. And that's why I'm so grateful for
Exactly.
the tools, and also to find the capacities I have with this. Like if you present me a conclusion or a stop, I'm like, wait, this is
What is
this
behind?
this is the question. Like there might be a question mark from the point. Like let's explore what's behind that curtain, behind
Yeah.
that solidity you came to. Like what if that's not the end? What if that's the beginning of you in something very
Yeah.
different?
Yeah, I love that. And it's so, I mean, it's so inspiring and so refreshing because it's also in how much also we don't allow ourselves to grow, to transform. Like the movement by itself, when we speak about transformation, there is this continuously movement. We're in movement, we're in motion, either with the question, either with the space, either with our bodies. Everything is changing, everything is moving. But sometimes like this reality is just inviting us to freeze. Oh yeah, that's your comfort zone, that's cool, just chill, freeze. It's even not relaxed, it's just like stay still. And for people like us, for a seeker like us, staying still is just killing yourself and killing your body
And it's
and
boring.
killing your joy. Exactly. And it's so boring. So yeah, what if it's not wrong to be in a question, and in the contrary it's just like amazing to be in a question? I mean, what can we explore that no one else just dared to explore till now? It's just so inspiring. I'm so
Hmm.
looking forward to see what you're gonna create with bodies.
And there's another thing that's just popping up. Like in Germany, there's a saying, in Frage stellen, like putting it into question, which oftentimes means doubting. And that's
Doubting,
not what you're
exactly.
talking about. It's
Mm.
not about doubting what is. It's really like coming to that curiosity, what else it could be.
Yeah, yeah, and seeking the possibilities. It's not doubting to looking for problem to solve. It's more like, oh, what is available? What can we open up? What can we receive? What how much we can just expand, extrapolate anything, either with bodies, but with creations, with whatever we want, with our lives, with even like our perspective, how we perceive life. It's just amazing. So
And I
yeah.
have a sense like the earth is transforming too. And
Totally.
we're part of this. Like, and ask yourself, are you a little part of this or a way bigger part than you have been willing to acknowledge? And if we come to that acknowledgement part, how much easier can things get? Like if you try to solve something in your little life, but you have a universal capacity, I mean, will that work with ease, joy, glory? So,
Totally.
but if you like expand, okay, cool. Let's not pretend I'm a little small, unimportant something. What if I tap into that infinite being with that infinite body and that infinite capacities.
Yeah.
Just allow yourself to perceive what can the next half year be. Like, how can your end of 2025 be if you say yes to this and yes to you and yes to your body and yes to possibilities and yes to the magic that's available to all of us.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And yes, also to the commitment, committing to building, to creating uh, your unique life. You know,
You
it's
know what?
like,
When you
mhm.
say commitment, I can perceive people like, oh, I don't like to commit.
Yeah, but
But
it's more,
but wait,
yeah,
commit like you already are committed. Now you're committed to a hard life. And this is the
yeah.
invitation to more ease, more joy, more fun. Like it's to just change the
Wow.
priority because we are committed already to something.
No, but it's really funny because in my word, I just now acknowledge that the word commitment is like, is totally different than this reality, you know? It's just a word. As you said, commitment usually is like a responsibility, is like, ah. But in my word is like, I am choosing it. And I'm gonna keep choosing it. You know, it's like, wow, how the this little, you know, this little just expression or word or whatever can just like take take you to a total different direction. So what if we tap into the energy of everything instead of like using the word? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And yeah, thank
That's what
you.
I mean. I can spot so fast when people go to a conclusion and to like
Exactly.
just like don't make it solid, like go to space again and what else is possible?
Exactly. Exactly. And your body is your compass because your body will tell you, you will sense it. Look at just my body language. I went like, in relaxation after the acknowledgement. Commitment is another word in my universe. It's not like from this reality. So I was like, so it's just amazing. Bodies are so potent, and creating with bodies is just beyond words, honestly. And I'm
Yeah.
so looking forward for this creation. I
Me
wonder.
too. And I can tell you, like, I was running away from my capacities with body for the longest time. And I'm like, no, I'm
Yeah,
not running away from it again. I'm
not
like,
anymore.
let's really explore. And like, who is curious enough to receive their body in what it's showing you, what you're capable of?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much, Amel. And
Thank
if
you.
you see this video and have any questions, please reach out and yeah, sign up. There is a possibility to pay monthly or to pay for the half year. And as people know me, like the earlier you choose, the better the deal you get. So that's just, I love when people choose and not think forever about it. So, but it's choice and you know what works for you. So thank you, Amel, and thanks everyone for watching. See
Thank
you
you
there.
so much.